Hello, my name is Adam, and I'm going to record this Let's Play today. Not really a Let's Play, more of a just playthrough with commentary over it. But this is one of my favorite games, and this is my second take at this. I don't know, I pressed the wrong button and the whole thing crashed, so now I have to record it again. Okay, here we are as Cutter Slade in front of a Daoka, as they call it. It looks like a Stargate because they ripped it off of Stargate. This game was made in 1999, and Stargate came out in 1991, I believe. I don't know. And well, they stole the idea from them. So here we are in Ronzar, where we find ourselves. The native population saved us, and we don't quite know why yet. All we know is that they revere us and call us the Ulukai. U-L-K-I something something. I can't spell normally, and I'm not going to be able to spell these made-up words, so forgive me for that. So this guy here is Jan. He took us through a tutorial section of the game, which it has to be completed in order to get through this, but we finished it because it is boring to sit through. I may include the footage later on, I don't know. I didn't record any audio with it, so I'd have to record voiceover for it later, and I don't know what to do. And I don't know if I want to do that. So, if the terrain looks weird, it's because it's made with voxels, and it's all software rendered. None of this is hardware rendered. None of this uses the graphics card abilities. All of this is software rendered, and that's why it looks like crap. See that? Oh, blurry. That blurry line. I don't know if you can see it, but for the time, I suppose it was pretty good. I really like this game, anyways. The story and the art and the history behind it. It's all very fascinating, and I guess we'll figure that out as we go along. Pick these up. I've played this lots of times, and I'm going to try to go through it in sort of a role-playing fashion, I guess. So, but mainly it's all going to be made up at the top of my head, and I don't know what to do. So this HUD, that thing he's wearing, that silver backpack-looking thing, is our infinite backpack that we keep everything in. The thing on his head is our map system. It is used to figure out where NPCs are and where other things are, and it shows us the direction we're going, and yada 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 yada. To open it, we press Tab. And I forget how to make the map smaller. That's zoom. There we go. See, it was the first game I ever played with a heads-up display like this with a map, and it was very fascinating at the time. Here's it zoomed in. If you can see, it's hard to see with it, but you can see little red dots. Those are all the Talon, all the NPCs that are walking around the village. So I'm gonna make this smaller so that we can see where we're going. See if we can zoom out more. Nope, it's not letting us. So we're gonna go through the Daoka to Shamazar real quick, but first I'm gonna talk to. I've already talked to him. We're going to talk to the leader, which is named. I forget his name. Let's see what his name is. It doesn't say what his name is. Let's ask about the Daoka.
What is a Daoka?
They are the travel rings that have been found throughout Adelpha for thousands and thousands of moons. No Talon knows who created them, only that they allow fast travel to regions where they lie. We turned ours off to make sure no soldiers followed us when we rescued you.
You know, one annoying thing about the creation of new species in fiction is that they always end up calling themselves by their species name. Like, he just called himself a Talon. And, which always bugs me, because when you're writing about yourself, you never call yourself a human. we call people, maybe, or some other generic, whatever the name of it is. We call ourselves something pretty generic like that. We don't call ourselves humans or animals. We don't, you know, we don't say we humans go around and destroy the earth. We say people destroy the earth. So, so that always bugs me. But the rest of the writing in this is really good, and it's all interesting to go through. But I won't go through all of this because there's quite a bit of information here. But one I want to go through is this, the Gamsov. I think it'll be interesting.
Say, Zokrim, what's with that gam salve you gave me?
That is your Gamsav. It is a very special piece of Adelpha, and only a few are ever found.
Great. What's it good for?
If you take it in your hand and squeeze it, light and sound from inside the Gamsav grows. When it reaches full power, it will cause a bright flash. That flash is thought to save your essence, in case you are reverted.
Oh, that's different.
Be warned that if you use this near soldiers, that they will hear it and come running. Also, any energy that comes near your Gamsav will disrupt it, and you will have to begin again trying to use it.
How many times can I use it?
I do not think it has a limit, Ulokai.
It's interesting because they actually explain your game saving, the game saving function in it, which is weird. They call it the Gamsav, and it's basically just saving your game, so that you could pick up where you left off, of course. And you can save anywhere you want. It's just this this little thing you have to go through every single time, and it can get annoying, but in the end, it's just saving your game. So here it is. Press F2, and it gives us our Gamsav, that little yellow crystal in our hand. If we hold down the click button, and it goes whoop. And it saved our essence, apparently. I already have one save here so that we can get back. But I'll save it right here. Let's see. What should we name it? Maybe Turnip. I don't know. So that's our save here. And if we ever want to come back, we can come back to it. Just like any other game. It's so weird. I don't understand why they felt the need to explain this game-saving mechanic, but they did. One thing I want to mention real quick is the particle system, which was pretty impressive for the time. I never saw anything like this at the time, and you probably have never seen anything like this since because it kind of sucks. But I liked it. I still like it. It still gives it a look and feel that's unique among games, and no other game uses it. So, and see, look, this is probably the first one with dynamic weather. Not dynamic, but what would you call it? Just weather, I guess. It has snow. I guess it stopped snowing. So I thought that was really cool at the time, and it's still pretty cool. And look at his breath. You can see his breath. There's breath, and you can walk through. And when you walk through the snow, it leaves footprints. And this was all pretty cool at the time, and I don't. And blah 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 blah. So okay, I just wanted to mention that real quick. Okay, we're gonna go through this Daoka or Stargate and see where it takes us. Okay, this game is 12 years old now. It was made in It came out in 1999, and it loads extremely fast. I didn't edit that. That's the way it loads. So my magic helmet thing is detecting all kinds of weird stuff that you don't have any idea what it is when you first play the game. And so I always felt that was a little weird. They never explain any of this stuff. You have to look it up yourself. So you pick up this weird device, and it tells you what it is in your information. In your backpack, let's see. We just picked up this device, which is apparently a UBKIA0A. Like, what the hell is that? I don't know. I guess you have to look it up in the manual. So, here's one of the natives of this land, and he's going to talk to us. He is a necessary... Not actually, none of the... Here's another interesting thing about this game, is that it was probably one of the... It was one of the first adventure-type games, RPG-type games, to have these dynamic characters that weren't... You didn't have to... There were side characters, there were side quests, and there were... And they... you didn't have... It's kind of like Skyrim or Oblivion later on, where you don't have to talk to them, but they all have their own personality and dialogues and all this stuff that you can just discover, and they never tell you that you have to do any of it, and it's really cool. So let's talk to him. Okay, there's an icon saying I can talk to him. Let's talk to him. Crete.
Excuse me, pal. Hello there.
Hi. What's up?
You are better, I see, Luke.
Yep.
Sure am.
Then you will want to find Shama's Zen and begin searching the regions for the Mons. Please know that all the soldiers of every region are on the hunt for you. I would suggest that you stay here in Shamazar until you feel you are ready to travel into the other regions. But know that you can enter any of them whenever you feel the need.
Thanks for the tip.
It is my honor to help you, Urukai. But another word of warning. Some Daokas lead directly into soldier camps. You would be wise to enter only those Daoka that you know lead to someplace less dangerous.
I'll keep that in mind.
Then I will not keep you any longer, Urukai. Shema Zeb waits you in the village to the west. If you would like, I would like to take you to the village.
Awesome. See, you don't have to follow him. You can just leave him there. But we will follow him in a few seconds, and I think this is where I'm going to end it right now, and I will see you later.